All right, so this is a video tutorial on setting up to make the wireframe slash grid for your midterm PSA assignment. So we're going to use the grid in order to even make the wireframe. So what you're going to want to do first is if you just go on the site and you go to class number 5, you'll end up here. Just scroll down to the bottom here. Talks about the grid and all that, yada, yada, yada. Here's the resources. So if you just click on the grid system, it's automatically going to pop up a new window. And you can just click on this big old download button. You click on that and go ahead and save the file. Hit OK. What's going to do is it's going to download a file. I'm going to click up here. I'm going to hit this. It'll go right to my downloads folder. Just go to downloads folder if you're on a PC. I'm going to double click on it, which is going to extract it. And I'm going to expand this. And you can see all of the things that I may or may not need. All right, so that being said, it should have all the stuff I want. So code-wise, it has this stuff. Oh, okay, where'd it go? Okay, I went to the top. All right, it has all this CSS stuff, which is great. Okay, so first things first, what I'm going to do is this, because we're going to make a site. I'll make a new folder, and I'm just going to call it cone underscore PSA site. Okay? Alright, so then I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to make a new folder, and this one's going to be my images folder. New folder, CSS folder, and another folder, and I'm just going to call this wireframe. Okay, I'm just putting it in here. Really, this should be part of a website. It's just because I want to keep things all nice and contained in one folder. It just makes it easier. So I'm going to make the one called wireframe. All right, so in the CSS, I'm actually going to take this code here, and underneath the CSS part, I'm going to look for the 960-12 column, because we're going to use a 12 column grid. There's other columns, but we want to use the 12 one. It's just the easiest to work with. So I'm going to take that, I'm just going to drag that and plop that right in there in my CSS, and then I'm going to go to my wireframe here, and I'm just going to go ahead and collapse this, and I'm going to go to where it says templates, and open that up, and you can see there's ones for all different, whatever your favorite flavor of editor is, you can use. I'm just going to use the Photoshop, because that's what we used in class, and you can see here's the 960 column grid. I'm going to grab that and drop that in there, okay? So I put the CSS in here, and this wireframe here. Beautiful. All right. Exit out of that. And I don't need this anymore either. All right, I'm going to minimize that, and I'm going to pop open Photoshop. Whoop, and it went over here. And I already made one, but I'm just going to do one with you real quick. I'm going to hit open, and I'm going to go to my desktop, and it's my last name first, right? Cone PSA site, wireframe, and open this grid right up. Hit open. Boom. Okay, so basically what this is it has this grid set up for you, and I can snap my pieces to it. All right. So I'm just going to kind of lay it out how I want it to look. So I'll make a new sheet of paper. Okay, it's going to go in front of the background, but behind the columns, because I need that in order to kind of see it. All right. All right. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to switch this to the rectangle tool. Okay. And I'm going to make my fill. I'm going to make it white. Okay, or maybe I'll make it like a mid-gray. Okay, I'll make it mid-gray for the fill. Stroke, make it black. Okay, and I'll make it 3-point. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to look at this one real quick. Okay, I'm going to try and draw out what I want it to look like. So by default, this should try to snap. See how it's snapping to those pieces? Okay, so my fill looks like... Oh, that's why I see that. Never mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and draw what I'm going to consider the logo. So I'm going to go like this, and I could see, see how on the pop-up it says W and H, so it's width and height. I want this to be square, so I know it's 1.944, so I'm just going to pull this down until I get, oh, I had it. Right there. Now it's a nice perfect square. Yay. All right. So that is one. That's going to be my logo. Then what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to look at this one here, because I just want to, okay. I'm just going to have like a banner up here. So I'm just going to start up here, and it will snap, and I'm going to have it go, I don't know, we'll say halfway-ish. Good. And then I'm going to draw another one here. I'm going to pull this up, and I'm just going to pull this right up to where the other one is, like so. Good. Then I had slogan at that. I have this white box here. All right, so we're just gonna put that there. I don't know exactly the size I need it to be yet. And then I just have a gallery image on the front here. So I'm just gonna kind of pull this, and you can see it's 2 columns there. So I'm gonna leave 2 columns there. Good. And I'm just gonna draw another one of these right here. Okay, even though these are going to be white space, and I'm going to see how it turns purple right there, so that makes it snap. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the size of this one. So I'm going to switch to the select tool. I'm going to click on here, and if I hit Command T, it'll bring up my transform handles and pull this up until it snaps. And right there, so it snaps the same one. Then I'll say Enter to execute. Good. And now I have that laid out, and then I have 4 buttons is what I did. So I have each one of them as 2 columns. So I'm just going to go ahead and start here. And I want to make it the same. I want it to be square. Good. And I'm actually just going to do this. I'm just going to duplicate this layer by hitting Command J. I'm just going to grab it and pull it over and snap. Command J to duplicate layer. Grab it, move it over. It's just a little bit easier in drawing each time. Command J, grab it, move it over. All right, beautiful. Okay, so now I have those 4 buttons. And then I had an about and news. And so then I'm just going to go ahead and do that again. And so I think this one goes, I don't remember how far, but we'll say here. And then I'm going to take one and do the same thing and have it snap to there. Good. And then I'm assuming I had, okay, legal information. So that's my footer. So good. And we'll set this go all the way across and down. Good. I'm going to hit Command T to resize it and pull it up till it snaps. Good. Oh, and enter. You can see this one's, oops, cancel. I'm going to hit V. All right, that's not what I wanted. We'll just delete that. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one and hit Command T and pull this down. Make sure that you have auto select and that's on layer so that it's automatically selects. If this is off, you can see like right now it's on that shape. If I click here, you see it doesn't change. It's not auto selected. If I click on this, now watch. If I click here, it'll change to the different whatever I'm selecting. Okay, so make sure auto selects on. That might be off by default. Make sure it's on layer. Okay, so that's kind of I laid out my blocks that way. Now what I can do is go through and I'm just going to name them. So I'm just going to write like you know, in a way that you can read better. So I'll do 18. I'm just going to write low. Okay, and I'm just gonna Command C to do that. I have it on center right now, so we'll center it right here. So I'll say low, oops, low, go. And I can even do this if I want to. I can go to View and turn off extras. That'll get rid of those things, the rulers there, and I'll also turn this off. I'll try again. There we go. And now you can see I don't have all that to deal with. So there's logo. This one was, I think, just a banner, right? I'm just going to hit escape to exit that tool. I'm going to click here, and then this was nav bar. And I'll hit escape, and I'm still on the tool, which was T. This is just white space. I'm going to ignore that. This one is actually going to be a gallery. Oops. Oh, so if you look, it's underneath those other layers. So I'm going to grab all of these. I'm going to get rid of this one first because I didn't finish it. I'm going to grab all of these and I'm going to pull them to the top. And that way when I go to make them, they'll be on the top. Here we go. Okay. So this will be gallery. Okay, I'll escape. I'm click in here. And I don't remember what I had. What was it? Services, work, demo, contact. Okay. So services, escape, work. That's going to annoy me if I don't capitalize that. Okay, escape. Something in contact. Demo, contact. Demo, escape, contact, escape. And then this was about and news. Okay, about, escape, news, escape, and then legal information. Okay, usually like copyright and all that crap. Okay, so now that that is all done, I got my wireframe and I know what this is going to look like. Okay, it's going to look like this. Looks like there's a mistake here. See how this column looks a little bit smaller? I just gotta double check that. Yeah, so I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna hit Command T, and for whatever reason, this didn't. Oh, I gotta turn my rulers back on. So I'm gonna go to Extras, and then this should snap to it. Good. Enter, and I'll turn Extras back off, and I'm also gonna turn this back off. Okay. So now I have this nice little wireframe. It kind of shows me what my thing's gonna look like, right? Now this is what's kind of nice about it. So what I can actually do is, in order to find out what the height is while I'm working, is if I click on one of these, just one of these things here, I can go to Window and turn on Properties, and this little panel will pop up, and it'll tell me the width and the height of the object I've selected. So watch, if I click on this one's 780 by 68. This one is 780 by, it should be the same obviously because they're both the same width, by 72, 620 by 367. Okay, so I get an idea of what all these sizes are, and then I can use this when I'm going in and typing what the size needs to be. Okay, so we're going to call this video done because I just want to get the wireframe set up. So that is how to make the wireframe for your site using the grids template setup. Okay. Next I'm going to do is actually start to put it into Dreamweaver using the numbers from here, and then we're just going to make it so it looks pretty much like this. All right.